what is the meaning of this word called fraction?
A part of a whole.
Okay. So if you say, like in English, sometimes we tell it's only a fraction of the truth. What he said. People tell like that, right?
It's a small part of the total.
Yeah, it's a small part. Yeah, it's only, a fraction of it only. I got it right. Did you get it all right? Only a fraction I got it right. So what is the meaning of decimal?
A fraction with the denominator of power of 10.
Anyone else? Meaning of decimal?
It's like a fraction, but it's like instead of the denominator, they'll put a point.
Okay. It's like animal, mammal, decimal. Is it like that? No. Okay. Okay. Chappal, pagal, decimal. Decimal makes you me pagal. Okay. So deci is like 10. Denotes 10. Decade. Decade. What is meaning of decade? DECAD, decade. Decade.
It's not alive. It's not alive.
No. Decade. 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 What does it mean?
10.
Decade, not alive, is DECAYED. You are right. It is like it is got bad. Decade, DECADE. What does it mean?
10.
Anyone else? What is meant by decade? What is meant by century? Yeah.
Decade is 10 years, century is 100 years.
Exactly. So what is the English for 1,000 years then?
I think it's millennium.
Millennium. Very good. Millennium. Okay. Very good. Okay. So 10 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. So this C, no, it is something related to 10. Okay. Right. So now we are trying to see, why should we have this animal called decimal? What is its purpose? Okay. Right. So before we start, let me ask, what is the purpose of decimal? We learned fraction. So why should we now learn another stuff called decimal?
Because it will help us to do measurements.
Measurements it will do. What will happen if you use decimal?
Like when we will divide, maybe we don't have like something to divide with. We'll use decimals sometimes.
For what? Just as a hobby or a fun? Or we like to see decimals, or decimal look cute? What is the reason? Do you like decimals? Who likes decimals here? I hate it. So complex. Without decimal, calculation is so easy. Right? 10 into 5, easy.
For me, it's the measurement part.
Measurement, you are right. You are very close. But what does it do to measurement?
That's what it is.
It's very complex. 10.3 into 5.38. Very complex. Moksh like decimals because they are powers of 10, he's telling. Okay.
I
Right.
like decimals, but the measurement part is very hard for me.
Very hard, right? Decimal is very difficult. Is it not?
The part of it.
25.35 divided by 5.68. Very difficult to calculate, right? If it is 25 by 5, it would have been so easy. Yeah? So why are we doing all this circus of decimals? For what? For eternal pleasure?
Can I
Okay.
say?
For easy to calculate.
Easy to calculate. It's very difficult to calculate. Yeah, Malu?
Like, let us think that we have like an area,
No.
like square.
Hmm.
So we have to find its area. So we have to find like its width and length. So but the rectangle is very small. So when we took our scale and looked, there's like in centimeter it was like 0.5 something, like centimeters. So and also the width was like something like 0.25. So to find the area, we have to like undo the decimals.
So what if this decimal was not there? This 0.5 was not there in the scale itself. Only 1, 2, 3 was there. What would have been the problem? It would have been simple, right?
The measurement will be wrong.
The measurement will be wrong.
Will be wrong.
We will start to hypothesis.
Okay. So in different words, what you're telling is the measurement won't be accurate. If you want accuracy. Okay, so see, I am now like, let us assume we all are going to Yard's house in Pune. Okay, so he has told us this is the road, like this road, Bombay Pune highway. You come like this straight, and then you will see this milestone kilometer, 95th kilometer, 96th kilometer, 97th kilometer, 98th kilometer. He tells my house is here. This blue mark. Okay. So what if he tells, okay, my house is after the 97th kilometer? He gave after the 97th. What will happen? What will happen, Shiv Mukund?
Your house is middle in not middle.
What if he gives us the information by telling my house is after the 97th kilometer? This is like kilometers. After 97th kilometer is my house. What will happen?
Somewhere between 97 and 98 we will stop.
That is it. So what will happen? We will go to each and every house after 97 kilometer by telling, is Yash staying here? No. Okay, fine. Next door, is Yash staying here? No. Next door, is Yash staying here? No.
Actually, you see, just after 97, it can even be after 98 or 99.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
If you say it's after 97, it can also be after 98 and 99.
Yeah, what if he says it is between 97 and 98?
Okay.
But still, why would Yash tell like that? He doesn't want us to come to his home correctly. He knows you will gumify in that entire 1 kilometer, all the houses there, right? Yeah. So what we need better accuracy. Is it not? We need better accuracy. So how do we get accuracy? So we need some unit in between 97 and 98. Now the units are after 95 only 96. 96 kilometer, then 97 kilometer. The 97 kilometer, then 98 kilometer. We want some unit in between. So between 97 and 98, we want to divide this into more units.
Do you mean like meter to centimeter?
Yeah, no, that is unit conversion. Here we want to put by telling, see, after 97, we divide this into some number of pieces so that we can accurately tell where it exactly falls down. So in our system, there have been many number systems in the world. So there have been many number systems called hexadecimal and segadecimal and all, where the base used to be, how many divisions they used to make used to be 60, 16 and all. Our number system, what we use 10 as the base. So we make 10 divisions. So our number system, what is our number system called? The number system which we use now called?
Did you mean like natural number, whole number?
Is natural number. What is the number system which we use now? This 10 base system. What is it called?
Decimal.
Yeah, it is decimal also. It is called Indo-Arabic number system.
The numerals are Indo-Arabic.
Yeah, what we use this 10 base system is called Indo-Arabic number system. Why
There
it is
are
called?
many types of number system like Romans.
Yeah, the European system used to be hexa, based on 16, base 16. Okay, the number system which was used by people in Mesopotamia used to be base 60. So still we carry some of those systems from Mesopotamia. So which is the system which is the number system which you use even today, which is base is 60. You use it still for some purposes. You use it every day.
Money.
Money, are you doing money in 60 counts?
Time.
Time. See, the time we say 60 seconds, 60 minutes, 360 degree. This has come from Mesopotamia. We're still using it. We are not using 10 base system in time. If it was 10 base system in time, it would have been beautiful. 10 hours would have been 1 day. 100 days would have been 1 year. Very simple to calculate it would have been. Now you see, this is so complex. 12 hour in day, 12 hour in night, 60 seconds, 1 minute, 60 minutes, 1 hour. Very complex, right? Yeah? 10 would have been very simple. 10 hours per day. Yes?
5 hours to sleep.
Time doesn't go anywhere, only your number clock changes. Okay, right. So now, here what we use is 10 base system. So to make this accurate, so when we say 97, actually it is a 10 base system. What is the value of the 7? What is the value of 9 in 97?
9 is in 10, 9 is the number of tens and 7 is the number of 1.
Yeah, see, 9 is tens, 7 is ones. If there was one more digit, like 897, what would have been the value of that 8?
100, tens.
It would have been hundreds. See, that is what is called 10 base system. Tens, hundreds, thousands, like that. Okay, now when it comes to now, between 97 and 98, there is only one number, right? 98 minus 97 is 1. So this is 1. This is 1 kilometer or 1 meter, whatever. This is 1. Now we want to divide that 1 into 10 pieces. Because our base, what we are using is 10. Why are we doing that? We want accuracy. So we have less space here. So I'm trying to draw it again so that I get a bigger line. So this is not a method or something, okay? Actually, I want to mark 10. I want to divide this to 10 pieces. But because the space is small here, I am making it bigger. So this is the same line between 97 and 98. I am redrawing here.
We're enlarging it.
I am enlarging it. Okay. Now, what we want to do? We want to accurately spot this line, which is Yard's house. He's trying to escape from us by not giving the actual location. But we are not going to leave him. So what will we do? We divide this into 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what is the value we are dividing? This is actually only one. Between 97 and 98, number is only 1. Between 8 and 9, number is 1. Between 12 and 13, number is 1. So between 97 and 98, number is only 1. Only 1 kilometer. Now we are dividing that into 10 pieces. So if you divide that into 10 pieces, what will be the value of this one piece?
0.1.
Advaya says 0.1. How many people agree with him? How many people disagree with him?
I don't.
Agree.
Agree.
Is there anyone who disagrees with Advaya?
No.
Advaya is a very powerful person. No one likes to disagree with him. You see? So, in simple fraction terms, what are we doing? We are dividing 1 into 10 pieces. That is called 1 by 10. Right? Agree? This is 1 by 10, na? We are dividing 1 into 10 pieces. If you divided 1 into 10 pieces, each piece is called 1 by 10. So this is fraction. But then the value of 1 by 10 in decimals, we write like this. What Advaya told. 0.1. 0.1. So that is our decimal representation of the fraction called 1 by 10. Okay.
Yes.
So then what is this first point? Then what is the value of this first point? This is 97. So what is this point then?
97.1.
That is 97.1. What is next point?
97.2.
0.2, 97.3, 97.4, like that, 97.9, and this is 98. So this is a very simple story, but better understand it very clearly. It's a very basic concept. You are dividing between 97 and 98. Now you see where is Yar's house. Are we able to tell that bit more accurately?
Sir, Yash is more.
Yes.
What is that? What is that? Adhoya?
Yes, Yash is more very private with us. He still, after we do this mathematical complicated stuff, we still didn't win.
He's still hiding, but we are closer to him. See, when you try to catch the underworld dawn, what we do? We try to get closer to the dawn and then surround, right? So now we have reached closer to him. So before we were knowing only it is after 97. Now what we can tell?
It's after 90.
97.5.
Yes, now it is after 97.5 and before 97.6. So see, now he is in closer distance. But then we are not satisfied because between 97.5 and 97.6, there are so many houses. We don't want to waste our time going to every house. A dil mange more. So what we do? We again try to divide this 97.5 and 97.6 into 10 pieces more. That is our decimal system. Yeah. So this is 97. This between this and this, because there is a less space here, I am making it bigger here, redrawing it. So this is 97.5. This is 97.6. Here lies Yar's house. I am again dividing it into 10 pieces. What will be the size of this one piece then?
97.51.
What is the size of this one piece? Distance between this and this?
0.1
by 10.
1 by, this was 1 by 10. This
Hello?
was, 1 second. This is 1 by 10. This is 1 by 10. Now what are we doing? 1 by 10, we are dividing into 10 more pieces. So will it be 1 by 10? If you divide 1 by 10 into 10 more pieces, what will be the piece of size of one piece?
0.1.
1 by 100, right? If you divide 1 by 10, this is 1 by 10. And 1 by 10, if you divide into further 10 pieces, each piece will be 1 by 100, is it not?
Oh, yes.
Right. So each of this piece is 1 by 100 now. So this 97.5 and 97.6, between these two, this value is 1 by 10, or in decimal we call it as 0.1. And this 1 by 10, we are further dividing to 10 pieces. So each of this piece becomes 1 by 100.
So
And now
if we
yes,
so if we divide again, it will be 1 by 1000.
exactly. If you divide again, it will become 1 by 1000. Is it not? 1 by 100, this is 1 by 100. If you divide that into 10 pieces, it next becomes 1 by 1000.
And 10,000.
10,000. If you want it more accurate, like you want to send a missile to Yash's house, very clearly it has to hit on his house. So you want it to divide, you want so accurate. Yash, be careful. These guys are planning to attack your house. Okay, Vinayak is my good friend. I won't allow it though. So you see, this is if you want very, very, very accurate information for sending a rocket or a radar or a missile, or you want to exactly find out a point, like GPS system in car, you want to know exactly where you will take a left turn. How does it do? You have to be very, very accurate. So this,
It's like Google Map.
it's like Google Maps, yeah. Exactly.
The Google Map using this.
Yes, the Google Map uses very advanced decimal, like one after this is up to 1000 we are talking. It is like some 20-25 zeros, that much accuracy they go.
But sometimes they will take us to the wrong place.
Yeah, that is because of some software glitches and some roads would be dig and changes. All those things happen, right? Okay. Yeah, if you don't get the accuracy right, the rocket which you send to Mars will go to Jupiter. Yeah. Okay. So this 1 by 100 in decimal, it is called, as somebody told, 0.01. So now, what is this point now?
100 by 1.
51.
97.05.
97.51.
See, this is 97.5, right? After 97.5, the last point is 97.6. So now you are dividing, you consider this as 97.50. You consider this as 97.60. Between 50 and 60, you are putting 10 points. What is the first point then?
51.
This is 51, right? So this is 97.51. This is 97.52, 97.53, 54, right?
We don't still get the house
We
of
get very close to his house. We may reach his neighbor and it street behind my house. Yeah, right? So, but our life is better now. Now we can tell his house is between 97.58 and 97.59. We have got very close. Now, what if you want to get further close? What will you do?
Divide by 10.
by thousands.
Yeah, this 97.58 and 97.59, you will make it to further 10 parts. So each of that part will be 1 by 1000 or 0.001. So the number of zeros with which you divide is equal to the number of points after the decimal. You divide this with 10. So after the decimal, there is only one number. Divide with 100, there are 2 zeros in 100. After the decimal, there are 2 points. You divide with 1000, after decimal, there will be 3 points because 1000 is 30. If you divide with 10 raised to, sorry, if you divide with 1 lakh, 1 lakh has 5 zeros. So the value will be 0.00001. 1 lakh is 5 zeros. After decimal, there will be 5 units. So this is the story of decimals. So why we use decimal? We use decimal. Now in the question paper, I fear that those who have come for this class, there will be question why we use decimal. So the people who have come for this class, Achu and Shivamukundan will get right. That is to find Yash house accurately. You will get Anamotai in the exam, okay, and you will tell this bloody Sadish sir taught all those things. Don't do that. Okay, don't go literally with that. Okay, right. So now going further, I am giving you an exercise. Quickly take the pen and paper, mark 5.36. Like how we did now. So mark like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And in that scale of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, where is 5.36 coming exactly? Quickly do it onto your paper and show. You see now, there is 5. So where did you, okay, 5 and 6, he enlarged. So then 3 and 4, again he enlarged. And then he marked 6 in that, 5.36. Very good. Excellent. You took it between 4 and 5, na? But our number is not 4 point, number is 5.36. So it is between 5 and 6. Na? Between 5 and 6. Okay, show it between 5 and 6. And 5.1, 5.2, 5.3 and 5.4. And 5.3. Where is the number now? 5.36. Where did you mark it? The final number, where is it? The final number mark it. Where in the second scale, where is
I
it
marked
coming?
it like a dot.
Yeah, but that is not right. 5.36 is the number, right? She normally doesn't make that mistake. Okay, good. Very good. Okay. So this is homework for you. Next problem, 82.391. Okay. See, very simple thing. What did we learn till now? What did we learn till now? Let us assume there's a number called 497. What is the value of 7? What is the position value of 7?
It's a prime number.
It's a prime number, but what is the value of in this number?
Once.
It is ones, right? 7 is ones, right? And 9?
Tens.
Tens. 4?
100.
100. Okay. So 100 is also called 10 raised to 2. Do you know that?
100 square.
10 square. 100 is also known as 10 square. Don't bother.
10 is
don't-
not 10 to the power 1. 1
Yeah.
is 10 to the power 0.
Yeah, correct. So if you don't know about it, don't bother. We will cover this in another class. But 10 is normally called as 10 raised to 1. 110. 100 is 10 into 10. 10 square means 10 into 10. So meaning of 10 square is, if you have a square with side 10, what is its area? So that is 10 into 10. 10 cube means, if you have a cube with one side as 10, what is its volume? 10 into 10 into 10. 10 raised to 4 is similarly after 1 4 zeros. So this what is there in this position of power denotes the number of zeros. If this is 10 raised to 8, the value is after 1 8 zeros. This is 10 raised to 1, after 1 1 0. But here you see after 1 no zeros. So it is 10 raised to 0. Right? Now let us assume there is a decimal number here. After decimal there is 5. What is its value?
Repeat it. I
10.
didn't understand.
He didn't get it. So this square part you forget about it. That we will cover in another class. But did you understand this is ones, this is tens, this is hundreds? Did you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah, that much only today. This is for others. Like your class 6, na? Shivamogul.
Yes.
Yeah, this is for higher classes as of now. Leave it. Now,
You mean
if
7th?
7th or 8th, I will only cover this in another session. Okay. So now, if this is 5, decimal 5, 0.5, what is its value?
1 by 100.
0.1 or 10 to the power minus 1.
This is 1 by 10. That is what we learned just now, right? What we learned just now? We learned here that
Yes.
if you divide 1 into 10 pieces, each of that value is 1 by 10. So this position is 97.5 because 1 by 10 is 0.1. So the first decimal 97.5, this 0.5 denotes by 10. And then when you divide it further, this is 1 by 100. Why this is called 1 by 100? This 97 and 98, distance between this is 1. Here this is, if we divide this into 100 pieces, this is 1 piece. You are dividing this into 100 pieces. So between 97 and 97.1, 10 pieces. Between this and this, 10 pieces. This and this, 10 pieces. So totally 10 into 10, 100 pieces. So we are dividing 1 into 100 pieces. That is why this is called 1 by 100. Right? So as the 1 by 100 denotes the second decimal, 97.58, that is 1 by 100. The third is 1 by 1000. So as I mentioned before, the number of zeros with which you divide denotes the number of points after the decimal. So you divide by 10, this is only 1 0. So this is 0.1, after decimal only 1 number. Divide with 100, 2 zeros. After decimal, 2 numbers. Divide by 1000, 0.001. Divide by 10,000, 0.0001. 4 numbers after decimal, 4 zeros. Coming and asking, if there is a decimal 497.5, what is its value?
1 by
That is 1 by 10. Because after the decimal, the first one, we just learned it before. How are we getting it? You have to go and do that homework. Then only you will understand it well.
497 by 5 by.
It is not 497 by 5. It is, this value is, this is not 5. This is 5 by 10. What is this 9? This is not 9. This is 90. 9 into 10. This is not 4. This is 400. 4 into 100. Right? So this 497 you are getting the value. This is 4 hundreds, 9 tens, 7 ones. You have learned this before. That is how you get 497. Similarly, in decimal, this is 5, but this is not 5. This is 5 by 10. Okay? Right? So this 1 by 10 is also called 10 raised to minus 1. Forget about that. Don't bother about that as of now. If I add one more decimal, 8, this is 0.58. What is its value?
8 by 100.
That is 8 by 100. And the value is 10 raised to minus 2 or 8 by 100. What is 8 by 100? We will come to that later. If I add one more, 3.
1 by 1000.
Yeah, so that value is 3 by 1000. Because it is 3 points after the decimal. So 3 points, 1, 2, 3. So 3 zeros. Okay? All of you get it? Okay. Right for this 25.7. Quickly. Very, very quickly.
Sir, the
Ah.
7 will be 1 by 10. The 5 will be 10th place.
Well, 5 is ones. 5 is 25 is 5 is ones. You learned in class 3 or 4. Don't make mistake there. Yeah. See, okay. So how do you do it? See, read this here. Look at here. Everyone listen here. What is 25 by 7? It is 2 into 10. 2 into 10 is what? 20. 5 into 1 is what? 5 plus 7 into 10. Right? So it is 20 plus 5 plus 7 into 1 by 10 is what? What is that we have learned? It is 0.7.
0.7. Yes.
Because 1 by 10, you see 7 into 1 by 10 means what? It is 7 by 10. 7 1 by 10 is 7 by 10. So 7 by 10, when we understood the previous diagram, you see the 7th one, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, when you divide by 1 by 10, 7th one is 0.7. But the simple method, when you divide by 10 is, you add, see the, with what number, how many zeros with which you divide, that many positions after the decimal. That is the easiest way to remember. You are dividing with 10, only 1 zeros. After decimal, only 1 number. So if you add all those things, what will happen? 20 plus 5, 0 plus 5 plus 0, 0. Only 2 here. After decimal, 7. This becomes 20.7 if you add all these 3. Sorry, 25.7. The same thing. All of you get it?
Yes.
Okay. So we do one more problem. 15.36. Right? So what is the value? You tell me quickly. Somebody unmute and tell.
Sir, I'll say after the decimal point, 6 will be 1 by 100.
6 into 1 by 100.
And 3 will be 1 by 10.
Plus 3 into 1 by 10.
Then decimal point. Then 5 will be tens.
Once, my dear friend, 5 into 1.
And 1 will be tens.
And 1 into 10. Right? So very straightforward. This is 1 into 10 plus 5 into 1 plus 3 into 1 by 10 plus 6 into 1 by 100. 1 by 10, 1 into 10 is 10. 5 into 1 is 5. What is 3 into 1 by 10? What is the value?
30.
0.3.
It's 0.3, right? Because see the third point. We learned that if you divide by 10, 1 0, so after decimal only 1 number. What is 6 into 1 by 100?
0.06.
6 into 1 by 100 is 0.06. That is brilliant. Because you see, in by 100 means there are 2 zeros. So you need, after the decimal, 2 numbers. But you have only 1 number here, 6. So you add 1 0. This is very important. Right? 1 into 10, 10. 1 into 5, 5. 3 by 10. So by 10, 1 0. After decimal, 1 number, straightforward. But here the problem is, you want, because you have 2 zeros you are dividing with, after decimal you want 2 number, but you have only 1 number, 6. So what you do? For the missing number, you add 0. Gotaita?
Gotaitu, sir.
Gotaitu. Quickly do this problem. So that whatever Moksha is doing is also another method of doing, okay? Instead of doing, say, 7 by 100 and doing 0.07, 1 by 100 as we learned before is 0.01. So he writes like 7 into 0.01. So that's one more method. What is the value of 3 by 1000?
0.003.
0.003, because 1000 has 3 zeros. So after decimal, you want 3 numbers. So you have only one number called 3. So you add 2 zeros. And so we are doing like this. You see, 2 into 1, 1 into 1 by 10, 7 into 1 by 100, 3 into 1 by 1000. So straightforward to 0.1, 0.07, 0.003. So if you add here 2, here 1, here 7, here 3. So these are your homeworks. Write it, go and do it. So what did we learn now? If it is 25 by 10, if you want to divide one number, how do we divide? The first thing is we try to write it like this is a fraction. We want to write in different form. How we can write? So we change it like, it becomes 2 and 5 by 10, right? 25 by 10, you can write as 2 and 5 by 10, right? In 25, there are 2 tens. And after 2 tens, it becomes 20. Then you have 5 remaining. So that 5 becomes 5 by 10. Reverse, when we do what we do, 10 into 2, 20, 20 plus 5 by 25 by 10. Why are we getting this? We have learned all those in previous classes. Why do we write like this? Is it not? 1 by 10 in 10, in 1 by 10, in 10, what happens? When you have a 10, there is one division of 10 is over, 22 are over. Then after that, what happened? One full cake, 25 cake is there. You want to give it to 10 people, right? Every person will get 10 cake, 1, 1, 1, 1 you gave. Next 10 cake, 1, 1, 1, 1 you gave. Then you have 5 cakes remaining. And you have 10 people. So you divide it 5 by 10, which is 1 by 2. So everyone will get 2.5, right? So this you write it like 2 and 5 by 10. And what did we learn? What is 5 by 10? What is the value of 5 by 10 we learned now?
0.5.
It is 0.5. So you write it as 2.5, right? This is 2 and 5 by 10 is 0.5. So this becomes 2.5. So 25 by 10 becomes 2.5. What happened actually? We wrote it like, because there is division with 1 0, you did it like after the decimal only one number. You see? So what do we do when you divide with a number 10? You see how many zeros are there, and you ensure in the answer that many numbers after decimal. You have 1 0, so you put one number after decimal. So now, one more done, 168 by 100. So 168 by 100, how you write it? You write it as 1 and 60 by 100. Is it not? Because in 168, there is only 100. Remainder is 68. So it becomes 68 by 100. What is the value of 68 by 100?
Sir, it's 1.68.
Yeah, total value is 1.68. 68 by 100 is 0.68. Because you are dividing 68 with 100. 100 has 2 zeros. So you want after decimal 2 numbers. So that becomes 1.68. Because this is 0.68. This value of this one is 0.68. What if it was 168 by 10? What would have been the value?
You only want like one number after the decimal point.
One number after the decimal, because this is 16 and 8 by 10. 8 by 10, you know, it is 0.8. This becomes 16.8. You see what are we doing? So the number of zeros are there, that many points you shift. 168, you will divide with 100. What you do? This is 2 zeros. Shift decimal with 2 points. So after decimal 2. This is only 1 zero. Only shift 1. What if it is by 1000?
People add a 0.
168 by 1000.
Is it going to be like 0.168?
It is 0.168, straightforward, because 3 zeros. So after decimal, you want 3 numbers. Do all of you get this?
Point. So how about 10,000?
10,000 means 4 zeros, right? Do this problems quickly. So one point is like when you write 0.250, that last zero actually doesn't count. It has no value, right? You see, it is like in our example, you see when we expand it, this zero means it's at the starting point itself. So there's no point. Okay, done. So all of you have got it. So with one more point, I will complete. It's a very simple problem. Ascending order, with this we'll complete. Ascending order means what? You have to understand what is the number, what is its value, and decide. Good. So looks like most all of you have done this. So it's a very simple thing. You have to only see the first part, you know, second part you only check the first number. So that gives the highest priority to that. Okay. And then the second, then the third, then the fourth, like that.